Imagine a quiet, cramped apartment in Nizhny Novgorod, Russia. It's 2011. The hallways are narrow, stacked floor to ceiling with history books and old newspapers. The air is thick smelling of stale incense, heavy perfume, and something else. Something sweet and rot-like that sticks to the back of your throat. In the center of it all sits Anatoly Moskvin. He's a genius, a linguist who speaks 13 languages, a man the neighbors called a professor. He's polite, a bit eccentric, but completely harmless, or so they thought. The night walks for 20 years, Anatoly had a ritual. While the rest of the city slept, he went to cemeteries. He didn't go to mourn, he went to listen. He claimed he could hear the voices of dead children calling out to him from beneath the dirt, telling him they were cold, telling them they were lonely. He started sleeping on top of their graves to be closer to them. But eventually, the conversations weren't enough. He decided that if the world had abandoned these girls to the dark, he would be the one to bring them back into the light. The dolls in the corner. When the police finally raided his home, expecting to find maybe some stolen headstones, they walked into a waking nightmare. The apartment was crowded with life-size dolls. They were dressed in bright, frilly dresses, colorful headscarves, and knee-high stockings. Some had lipstick crudely painted onto their faces. Some had music boxes sewn into their chests. One officer reached out to move a doll that was blocking a doorway. He expected it to be light, made of plastic or straw. Instead, it was heavy, leathery. When he looked into the doll's eyes, he didn't see glass. He saw the hollowed-out sockets of a human skull wrapped in fabric. Anatoly hadn't just stolen these girls, he had mummified them. A birthday party for the dead he had, 26 of them. 26 daughters, sisters, and friends that had been missing from their graves for years. Anatoly didn't think he was a monster. In his mind, he was a caretaker. He would dig them up in the middle of the night, carry them home in plastic bags, and process them with salt and baking soda. He would stuff their cavities with rags to give them shape. He threw them tea parties. He celebrated their birthdays. He'd sit them in front of the TV to watch cartoons so they wouldn't be bored. And the most gut-wrenching part, when he felt they were sad, he would tap their chests to trigger the music boxes he'd embedded in their ribs, making the corpses sing nursery rhymes. The parents next door. The most chilling part of this isn't just Anatoly, it's the silence. He lived with his elderly parents. For years, they shared that small apartment with 26 dead bodies. They saw the dolls every day. They smelled the decay. But Anatoly told them it was just a hobby, that he made the dolls himself, and the smell was just old books. They believed him. They ate dinner just a few feet away from mummified children, never once suspecting that the toys in the corner used to have names and families. The final coldness. When he was finally caught, Anatoly wasn't sorry. He was angry. He looked at the grieving parents and the courtroom people who had to bury their children a second time. Because of him, and he told them they were the ones who were wrong. He said, "You abandoned your girls in the cold. I brought them home and warmed them up." Anatoly was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and sent to a psychiatric ward. He's still there, but for the families in that town, the horror never really ended. Every time they pass a doll in a shop window or hear a music box wind up, they think of Anatoly's apartment. Maps showed me at a place I've never been.